me, I ask you to love me for me. I ask you to show me a side of me that I never knew that I felt before. I ask you to express to me something that I never felt, and it's a feeling that I know that I crave for. Show me something that the world has yet to show me. Show me a beauty inside of this ugly mess that we live in, this life that we call life. A place that we call society that's so hypocritical and judgmental in every simple action that you choose to take, and every decision that you choose to make seems to affect them even though they're not even involved in this equation. See, life is like math. You have to add the right people and subtract out the negativity to become the positive person that you choose to be. I know that I yearn for the affection of someone to love me as I choose to love an individual like they love me. I know that I don't yearn to hate for someone, and I would never hate on an individual for being an individual. I know that this world was created differently so everyone could express themselves how they choose to express themselves. I don't hate the next girl because she chooses to wear her hair natural and wear baggy clothes and shirts that don't fit and shoes that's too small. That's her expressing her. But I never understood why I hung around people who talk about this person behind their back but front in their face like everything's okay. I never knew that I could be that type of individual because at the bottom of my heart, I know I'm not that type of individual. I've never been the one to run around the world talking about this girl and that girl, this man and that heterosexual couple and that homosexual couple. When do I have the right to judge someone by the actions that they choose to make and the decisions that they choose to take and walk in life with? I know for a fact that what it's like to be judged because I'm judged by my own mother simply because I choose to be a homosexual and walk a different life than she chooses for me to walk in. But what she doesn't understand, by judging me, it doesn't make life right because judging someone is just as wrong as the next person being a homosexual. Every sin amounts to the next sin, and what I don't get is why she pretends that she's just as holier than thou Christian. I can tell you for a fact that I know who I am, and by me expressing who I am makes me become a better person because I'm not out there in the world lying and fronting and faking and shaking and baking with every individual about who I really am. The fact is, I'm choosing to be an individual. I'm choosing to be different. I'm choosing not to be like the typical homosexual couples in the world. I'm choosing to be me. Choosing to be me shows that I love myself. It shows me what love really is. If you can't love yourself, you can't love the next man or the next woman, the next man, the next girl, the next transvestite, the next transgender. People are born in this world with problems, and you can't go around judging them because you don't know their situation and anything that they could possibly be facing. They could be facing a life and death sentence within themselves. Slit wrists, you never know why she cut herself, but she loved to feel the blood pouring out of her body onto the ground. She watches it go drip, 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 drip. This is when I take a pen and add my words to a pad and write out a song for an individual who I know needs to know what love is. This is why I don't treat people wrong. I try to walk around the world with my head high, putting my problems behind me, carrying my baggage along with the next man's baggage just so I could be the perfect person to help an individual make it in life, not making wrong decisions but trying to steer them right. See, I know that I'm not doing everything right in this world, and I don't know right from wrong in certain situations when it comes to the next man's life. But what I do know is I could be your help. I could save a person from committing suicide and walking around pretending like they walking around committing homicide. See, I love to love. Love was created in this world. Love is the driving force of the world. If you can't love, then you can't hate. And if you can't love, you can't be you. I learned that I have to be myself. I can't pretend to be something that my mom wants me to be because I'm not being myself. At the end of the day, I'm being fake just like the next man that I'm talking about. See, what I want the world to see is everybody was born different, and the world is made for diversity. But you have to be the driving force to make sure that diversity is taking place and no longer walk out the race because you're different. Some people haven't grasped the concept of the being differences and the differences in the world, the different human beings in this world. If that's the case, then you're not living. What you're living for is the wrong thing. If you're living to please someone else, you're not living to be yourself. You're not living for individualism. I love to love, once again, and I can say this all day because these words coming out of my mouth are the actions that I do pretend to portray. Not actually pretend, I do portray them. This is just me expressing myself verbally, not hurting myself wordly, and I'm walking around cordially speaking to people who I know don't like me because I'm me. I have haters, and I say hi to them, bye to them, wave and say hi to them. I smile at them and front with them. Now, I don't front, I just say hi and bye. But what I want you to know is, just because you don't like me means that I don't have to like you. Just because you don't like me for being me doesn't mean I don't have to like you for being you. Everyone was made different, and I understand that. You just have to accept that. But baby, please believe me when I say I love you. I love the world. I love the society. I just hate the stereotypical and hypocritical and judgmental people that come as one and they pretend to be something that they're not. They pretend that they're the best person in the world. They pretend to be that one individual that everyone should want to be. I'm myself, and I'm not afraid to say that. So for the world, this is what I'm laying at. I'm laying this on the bed, and it's a clear sheet, and it's all white, and I want you to see what I'm trying to get you to see. Feel me on this for 1 second. Take your hand and reach out. Flip your hand over. Look at the slit wrist. Why? Why? Did you pretend that you wanted to die? Did you love to see the blood go drip, drip on the floor? As you realized that blood was rushing out of your body, giving you an adrenaline rush, a feeling that you never felt, that you think that you want to feel? Do you stab yourself just so you can think that this is what love is about? Do you stick around with a man who is abusing you verbally and physically because this is what you think love is? People commonly mistake lust for love because they're lustfully attracted to a physical appearance opposed to what this person really is and who they really are. That's a common mistake between love and lust. This girl walks the street with bruises all over her body, black eyes, because she thinks that this is what love is. She thinks that love is being beat and being told what to do because she stayed in a household with a man who beat her father. This is what she thought love was. But you have to be that driving force to stand there and motivate her and try to teach her what love is so she can understand what love really is. Don't hate this girl because she does these things. I have a friend who's close and near and dear to my heart, who was abused and beaten and ended up pregnant by a guy that she thought she loved, who was her first love, because things started off fine, but at the end of the day, she had to draw that line. That line where she didn't want to get abused anymore. But this is what I want you to understand. Love the next man for being who they are and what they are, not about what you hear and what you see.